Hi, my name is Blessings Wanjiku, and I will be representing team technicians in explaining our solution, Kali, and how Featherless really helped out. And before I begin, I just really wanted to say thank you for providing Featherless API. Now, our solution is called Kali. It's a graph native AG credit platform for East African smallholders. And in this situation, Featherless was used to ensure that we are able to fully meet the farmers where they are by providing local languages that were fully available via Featherless. So we're not just necessarily using English and Kiswahili, we're really moving into it to ensure that it really meets the farmer at their point of need. Now, we are currently using Neo4j as our backend, and Neo4j calculates the credit score of every single farmer, but Featherless explains it in a plain language, in the farmer's language. The LLM never replaces the score. It translates the graph data, which is populated by Neo4j, into something that a farmer on a feature phone can actually act on. Now, Featherless hosts, as you can see over here, Hermes 3 and Llama 3.18b. Now, in this situation, our backend sends a POST, a post call with the API key that we currently have, and your Featherless API helps us to be able to really break down all the information from the graph. Now, number two, on the home, if I press onto maybe David Koech and I want to review it, I want you to see something over here. Now, we get a breakdown of all these network signals of the machine learning credit layer. How are they fully broken down? By using Featherless. But even in a better way, in a much better way to explain it, if this is a simulation of a phone or the phone of a farmer, other than using it on a USSD, this is actually supposed to be working. But when in English, in Kiswahili and Luganda, they can easily be able to understand what is actually going on. And the SMS's inbox, when a farmer gets an SMS, whether their loan has been approved or has been declined, using Featherless local languages, we are easily able to break it down for the farmer to be able to understand. Now, the scores that we get from Neo4j are deterministic from the graph, but Featherless acts as the explainability layer, ensuring that every farmer can be able to understand. Now, the same Featherless engine USSD, as we have seen over here, helps a farmer to get a short, encouraging reply, not a credit report. Now, from there, once they dial this USSD shortcode on their phones, on their basic phones, they get the same logic, this same logic as we're seeing it right here via the SMS. And lastly, just to fully make it just to fully bring in the grasping understanding of what Featherless was used for, Kali calls Featherless via the APIs that we get using Hermes 3 and Llama 3.1, as I had shown before. We turn the Neo4j graph scores into officer audit narratives, because at the end of the day, we do have a rural officer who is verifying all that is going on. They get an audit narrative in three major languages: English, Kiswahili, and in Luganda. That way, it's making it very simple for farmers and rural officers to understand each other. And generally speaking, we are really happy because we're using it not just on the USSD, we're using it on the USSD, on the SMS, and even on the voice agent. But for the voice agent, we're using 11 Labs to just bring it to life. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It has been more than a journey, just growing and building. Thank you.